Good morning. Welcome to Mighty Ox Trading. Happy Thursday. Cold morning here. Trying to warm up with some money from the markets. I thought the markets are going to go up overnight after that big sell-off yesterday, or the last 2 days, really. And I was wrong. See here overnight, NASDAQ did kind of go up, reached its bottom here last night, shortly before midnight, came up, but never really even reached the high that it reached earlier in the evening. Right now we're about mid-range, still in the 15,680s. Overall, a range of about 200 points. But I would have thought we would have been heading back up toward 15,600. I'm sorry, 16,000, and we really haven't. So it'll be interesting if there is another sell-off day and how far this market might go down. ES doing about the same thing. About a 33 point range there. No, I'm sorry, 36. Copper has lost almost over the last couple of days. It was as high as 448, and now it's back down to 431. Its range so far is about 200 ticks. Sitting about mid-range right now. Good morning, Vincent. Did you sleep? Gold. Gold's high was right at the open. Has about a 18 point range. See here, something happened shortly after 5 a.m. that caused gold to burst up. 794 all the way up to 807 in less than 20 minutes. And then it's come back down and given back about half of that. Yep, that's about what I got too. UltraBond still kind of coming down. About a little over a 2 point range. It's interesting, the bond here, if you look at the daily chart, you can see that it hasn't been this low since October. And as I say that, it's sending me a signal. Oops, 5 minute. There we go. Let me check that signal. Not sure what signal it was sending. Oh, I see. I think it's trying to continue to come down. Crude oil, big riser overnight. About almost 3 point range. Coming almost straight up overnight. Pulling back a little here. Trying to come back up. Natural gas. About 130 tick range. Came up. It's given almost everything back. And the Russell. I don't know why I always make the poor Russell wait to last. But about a 26 point range. Things are definitely moving. Let's see what we can get. After I got off stream, I did get another win. I got a win on the NASDAQ for about 50 bucks. So I start the day up. Let's look. Start the day up at $72. Let's add to that. That's the goal today. Gold's heading down here right now. Bond's sending me a short signal. Nasdaq trying to come back up to the SMA line, as is the Russells, which is actually sending a buy signal. S&P sending a buy signal. This is a strong downtrending line, so I'm kind of hesitant. Crude oil's also heading up. How's your delta looking, Vincent? I'm thinking it's gonna either be short or neutral. I mean, probably short, right? Well, now we wait. Let's look at that gold action from earlier. Let's see what happened here. Ah, there we go. That would have been a nice signal to take. Only I could stay awake 24 hours a day. See, 12 points straight up. It came back down, and that next short signal would have been good too, easily. Definitely seen more overnight movement and morning and yeah, movement this time of the morning. Now that the holidays are over. A big move down there. Let's see, what was that one? Shortly after the European Open. Ah, Every short signal overnight would have been good on gold. The log signals wouldn't have been bad either. This one would have went 13 ticks. I think this one would have actually went to 24 ticks. 01 all the way up to, it looks like 22 ticks. No, 24, but I would have got 24. 13. This is the one that would have failed, obviously. Stop me out there. Might not even enter it because that band was slightly, I mean, that SMA line was slightly heading upwards. And now we wait. Calendar this morning. I have it here somewhere. So, calendar, economic calendar for today at 7:30, which would be 8:30, I believe. Just on my time. Yeah, this is on Central Time. So 8:30 Eastern. Balance of trade, imports, exports, and then we have jobless claims. That should give us some sort of bump. And we also have some non-manufacturing report. Factory orders coming out at 10 a.m. And of course, tomorrow is the all popular non-farm payrolls. Tomorrow will be an interesting morning. And it looks like some Fed people are also speaking tomorrow. So we should have another interesting day tomorrow for sure. Let's see, Russell, ES, HG, NG, UB popping up. Nasdaq heading back downward. Russell and the ES with the short signal. Crude, you see, he's heading up, 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 and away. And Q's trying to head back down towards low, which is about 620. Gold leveling out a bit. Let's chart out the NASDAQ overnight. This was the move I got that gave me that win before I went to bed. It's like almost every signal is giving me 20 points. And this one, I mean, we saw it go up over 100 points. That would be nice to follow up. Pull back. It gave me 20 points, but I'm not sure it might have stopped me out if I had tried it. I probably wouldn't have tried it. This one here, actually, this probably would have convinced me to go long when I shouldn't have. Oh, maybe. Eh. Well, about 18 points. So that would have been enough to not to get me above break even. That one would have stopped me out at 10 points. It's interesting when, you know, that we're seeing some enough volatility now, even in the mornings, you know, early mornings, overnight, whatever you want to say, that a 10-point stop might not be enough. Because obviously this would have worked with a 15-point stop. And it would have gave me 30, easily given me 30 to make it, still make it 2 to 1. This one would have faked me out. I would have taken that and it would have reversed on me. And this one would have worked. Easily. That's where we stand now in NQ. UltraBond is buy signal. Did the old up, down, and up. That would have been a good signal to catch. We are 8 minutes from the 8 o'clock hour. Russell NQ. NQ is another buy signal. Gold's continuing to bleed down. With a downtrending SMA line, flattening bands. We'll wait on that. Gold at its near its daily low. Daily low occurred right before that big explosion up. Daily low is 93.4. It's at 94.1. Crude just made a new daily high. ES is now sending us a buy signal as well. Or it was trying to. Here's NQ again. He's trying to convince me it wants to head up. Big move down there on gold. Just broke its daily low. Crude pulling back. Below it says the May line after that move up. natural gas. UltraBond. UltraBond pulling back to its SMA line. Gold continuing to head down fast and hard. Nasdaq bounced off its SMA. Trying to see, looks like the last time we were this low on gold was way out yonder on the Chattahoochee. Back here on the 29th of December. That's our next support areas, it looks like. Right there. Next support is at 89. 89, about 89 and a half. Comes down below there, I don't know. Let's see. And we gotta go all the way back to the 22nd. Excuse me. Huh? Oh, I don't know why my charts just did that, but okay. So Nasdaq did give us a buy signal, but unconvincing. Crude oil. Short signal here. Will not take anything until the top of the hour. Things tend to get a little wonky at the top of the hour. There's the top of the hour. Copper sending me a signal. Ooh, big move here up on copper. Wow. 14 ticks. Crude, I should have took the signal, it looks like. It's still heading down. Nasdaq is heading up. Russell's really heading up. Upside, it's the S&P, not the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's doing the same thing. Copper, pulling back a bit. Ooh, gold is just still bleeding out. Less than 1 point away from that support area I drew out earlier, just a few minutes ago. Big pullback there on copper after the break of the third band. copper. I mean, I'm sorry, copper. Yeah, gold. You see here, gold had this huge move up, about 12 points. And it since it's bled out, it tried to come back here, but a little bit of a bounce here now. Oh, wow. So we have that big move up there, and then all of a sudden it dumped down. Indices coming back down. A lot of red right now. Red rover, send your futures over. So we actually had a bounce off that support area on gold. But now it's broken below it. And copper's heading down. This would be a good signal to take on copper, but I wasn't exactly paying attention. Nasdaq is hanging above its SMA, and or it's trying to now. Maybe I spoke too soon. Wow, big move down again there on gold, down 1787 now. Once again, we look back. Probably easier at this point to go to a daily chart. Back on December 22nd, we hit a low of 1785.8. So that's our next support area. After that, 1785 area, and then not until December 16th when we were down as low as 1775. Definitely watch for that gold bounce. So if it bounces, man, there's a good bounce right there actually. Oh, it went down to 85 for that quick and then bounced off that support area. And it was a big bounce over 2 points. Did pierce that third band pretty heavily. Oh no, it didn't. Why is it showing me a pierce band there? Oh, it's a 5-minute chart. That's why. UltraBond is coming back up healthily. This short signal on copper actually did not really go too far, it looks like. Signal missed most of the move. Only went 7 ticks. Would have stopped me out if I had taken it. Thank everyone for joining me this morning. A little bit after 8 in the East Coast. 7 o'clock my time. So we tend to get some money from the markets on this early Thursday morning. If you're here from YouTube, please remember to hit the like button for me so the YouTube algorithm knows that this is a good stream. And subscribe if you haven't. Copper sending us now a buy, trying to send us a buy signal. UltraBond is roaring back up. 25 minutes and it's gone up 20 ticks. Gold may have found the bottom, kind of leveling out. The Nasdaq did a sneaky move here, as you can see. Kind of sneaky. Sent this buy signal, pulled back, did a tight rope walk off the SMA, and now moved up about 12 points. If I had tried taking the buy signal there, I almost certainly, I would have got stopped out unless I was running a 15-point stop, which might be what's called for. This with this amount of volatility. We'll see if it gives us 30. Hope it's pulling back now, so maybe not. Remember, you can always feel free to say hello in the chat. If you have any questions or comments, feel free. Copper did send us a buy signal, immediately reversed. If I had taken that, I would have stopped out. Nasdaq continuing to head up. Nice move here up on the S&P as well. Maybe we finally found a bottom here, and now we're gonna head upwards. Sorry, this looks like it would have given us 30 ticks off of there. I should have entered on this candle here. That would have been a good job. UltraBond continuing to just boom up nicely. Russell. Russell's kind of pulling back while the other things are going upwards. Nasdaq would have, well, that's not quite there, but just about at that 30-point profit target. If I had entered here with a 15 stop. Short signal now on copper. I'm hesitant because it's been kind of playing games. It's been giving us some shenanigans here. Shenanigans, I say, shenanigans. The last 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the last like 6 signals would have stopped me out at least. This was the last good signal way back here, like 2 hours ago. And I'm just assuming that was a good signal. Let's see. Yeah, that was a good signal. That was the last good one. Yep, we would have got 30 points off of that so far. Off that NQ. Ouch. S&P moving up pretty well here as well. Pretty well here as well. I missed the signal on crude. All this coming down. I don't think this would have actually reached our profit target either on the way down. Oh yeah, it would have. I am mistaken, I think. But it's really moving up now. Moving on up. Everything's moving up now. Everything's green. Gold's trying to go green. Everything's green besides copper. Fortunately, I gave us that, like I said, sneaky buy signal. Pull back. Again, I should have jumped in once it came down. Tightrope walked off on this SMA, and I'm here. This would have been the entry. That would be near 30 points already. Well past. It looks like this time the copper signal would have been good. Just when you get several false signals in a row, you don't really have confidence in that asset at that point in time, especially with the fights me and copper been having lately. About 10 ticks so far. UltraBond pulling back now to the SMA. Gold. Looks like it might be trying to head back south again. Came up above its SMA and now back below. Maybe not. It's pulling back there. Yep, gold coming back down again. 12 points down here on this 1 minute candle on NASDAQ. Just as I said, everything's looking green. Everything's starting to look red. Pull back on just about everything. We do have some news coming up in about 5 minutes. Jobless claims. Copper would have reached my profit target on a fast short signal. But like I said, several have failed before that. So I'm not upset about missing that opportunity. Gold coming back toward its low from earlier. UltraBond popping back up. And there's the buy signal. Not 100% confident on that right now. NASDAQ bounce off the SMA. Just kind of sitting here right now, watching, waiting, hoping, praying. Looks like Nasdaq's sneaking under its SMA. Bit of a lull in the action here. "30 seconds until jobless claim news hits." Excuse me. Oh, cold. 'Good morning, Ace. How are you this morning? Okay, so jobless claim news. Let's see. Not seeing anything big bouncing yet. So no real big bounce on that news. Or fun, huh? Might not have been a good time to do that. Big pullback there on the ES. Took a minute for the news to digest, maybe. NQ pullback by 20 points. Gold of the buy signal here. That makes me hesitant after that long downtrend. 16 tick candle on gold. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Ah. Oh, I took a long on gold. See if it's not fun for me either. Oh, definitely not fun. Pulled back. Oh, there we go. Copper sending me a buy signal as well. Cool. Gold's heading up. Coming back down. Crude sending me a signal. It wants to come down. Uh, Gold's being a bit bipolar. There we go. That's a good looking candle. So it is butting right up against that 50 EMA. There we go. That's what I want to see. Yep, that's what I want to see. Pull back now. That trailing stop's gonna take me out. Watch it. Yep. I'm gonna get $12 out of this. Maybe not. There we go. That's a nice looking candle again. Surfing that 50 EMA. We're up 13 ticks. 15. Looking for 24. There we go. Nice move up. At 24 ticks, 4 will cash out for profit. 2 to continue with a trailing stop. If we get there. If it pulls back now, my trailing stop is 6 ticks in the profit, which would give me a $36 win, which would be kind of disappointing. So I keep seeing momentum up here. There we go. There we go. 3 ticks away from profit target. Okay, I'm not sure why my profit targets just split, but okay. I mean, my stop losses. Okay, we just cashed out on 4, and we're trailing on 2. Now up $168 on the day, not including 44 unrealized. Oh yeah, look at that go. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Continue to move up. My trailing stop trailing by 10 ticks. We'll pull back here. We're 5 ticks above the trailing. Struggling here at 1792.7. Okay, and it just stopped me out on my trailing. So let's go look at the tail of the tape. Now up $212 on the day. That includes $78 from last night. The executions. We got in at 1789.4, cashed out, excuse me, 4 at 1791.8, which was 24 ticks. And then the other two actually cashed out 2 ticks lower. So by trailing it and trying to get more, we actually lost a couple ticks, but still, no complaints there. Total, well, at 212 minus 78. Whoa, oops, that hit multiply. That would be nice, but yeah, 212 minus 78. $134 on that trade. Thank you, Vincent. And the trailing stop did work well there, as we see it pulled back by over 2 points. So that was an excellent trade for the morning. Very happy. Nasdaq definitely pulling back here again. Copper heading upwards. I admit I almost didn't take that gold trade because, basically going against the trend, but it worked out. Crude oil also headed up at that around the same point in time. It's up over 30 ticks at this point since that buy signal. Last two buy signals have been good, I believe. I keep saying that before. Yep. Last two buy signals have been good. Last 3 out of 4 signals have been good. This is the only one that failed. Nasdaq trying to poke back up, as is the ES. Gold trying to now send the opposite signal short, but we have the uptrending bands now. Or uptrending SMA. It did get back below that 50 EMA. Nasdaq above the SMA. SMA is kind of flat. Uh, Copper short signal. This buy signal would not have worked. And copper, this is the one that would have worked, but copper just has not been showing any follow through, even as it heads down. Copper, again, trying to give me a signal. Copper's really being an attention hound. Short signal. Does look like it wants a downtrend. Gold now moving back down. So I got what I got out of that move, and now it's heading back down south. Guess you could call that accidental counter trend trading. Treasury, UltraBond continuing to head up. It's actually been the star for the last hour or so. Ow. It's going up over $1,000 per contract. Slow grind down here on NASDAQ and the ES and the Russell. Crude coming back down to its SMA line. Watching and waiting for our next move. Crude sending us a short, staying above the SMA line now, so we'll watch that. Gold leveling out. Yep, copper would have been a good signal there. I was right that copper didn't want to go down, and it went down hard. One trade so far this morning. $134 gain. Total on the trading day, including last night, up $212. Waiting for our next entry. Approaching the 9 o'clock hour. About 35 minutes till we hear the ring-a-ding-ding of the bell. Things are kind of sideways right now. The indices are kind of popping up a little bit above their SMA lines. Gold trying to pop up. Russell sending us a buy signal, I believe. Let's look. Yep. Ooh, big move up on the Russell. Point and a half. Crude oil, excuse me, sending me a buy signal. This recent high here, this move was at 79.95. It's set 79.83, so about 10 points away from there, although it's trying to move up quick. Top of the hour here, excuse me, just a few seconds. All of a sudden got hoarse. Pull back. Top of the hour sees the indices pull back. 9-point move down on NASDAQ. Gold also coming back down again. UltraBond pulling back a little bit below its SMA line. NASDAQ now popping up. Short signal on the bond, but we have these uptrending bands. So we'll wait to see if it comes down, pulls back, and then comes down further. So you see NASDAQ's kind of curling. You see the SMA line it's coming down, straight down. Now you see just a tad bit where it's curling upward. See if we get a buy signal here shortly. See that the ATR line here, which is what would decide when the buy signal fires, is actually still 10 points away. Crude oil, that would have been a good signal to take. Beautiful move up there. You know, if I had a bias just in thought, not based on any indicator or anything, I would think that today we're going to see a move up at the open on the indices just because this drop has just been so dramatic. I mean, if we look at our daily chart on the NASDAQ, so far in the last 3 days, uh, 209 points, 509 points, that's 718, and then today so far 73. So what? 7, so about 800 points in the last 3 days. You almost think that you're going to see a move up, but every time I try to think in a biased way, it bites me. So I'm not gonna play a bounce, but we'll watch for one. Are seeing a nice move up here, though. Do you want to kind of, well, there's the line to get the buy signal. That's actually, it's just a looking move there. We're gonna get an M&Q chart ready just in case. ES is sending us the buy signal. And there's this buy signal NQ. So quick move up. I usually don't jump into moves. There's a pullback this close to the open, but it's not really that close to the open, I guess. It's still 25 minutes. Pulling back here. I was expecting this pullback because of the bands. Did break the third band. I have my finger on the buy button. New candle, red. Pull back. We're going in here. Let's see how we do. 4 micros. Looking for 25 points. 12.5 point stop. Did not look at support and resistance. High of these previous moves here was at 720. So we'll watch there to see if we struggle. At around 714 right now, heading upwards. Showing a little bit of weakness here at around 712 right now. Candles turned red. About back down to break even. Oh, big move down. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Well, Down about 6 points right now. Yeah, looks like this is gonna come down and stop me. Thought for sure we were heading up there. Yep, stopped. Out. Ouch. That hurt. So I took $101 of my profit away, $101 loss. Still up 111 on the day. Bouncing right back up, so maybe my stop wasn't wide enough. We'll see. I goes in at 709. It's come down to 93 so far. We'll see how far it comes down. If I run a 15-point stop, 709. No, I'll still be stopped out. Yeah, either way, okay. So even at a 20-point stop now, I've been stopped, so I can't get too upset by that. Getting stopped out where I was. Short signal now, so I I'll wait. We're less than 20 minutes from the bell, so we'll watch this as it plays out, see what it does. Try and find our next entry. Gold with a move up here. Russell, ES heading down. Nasdaq still trying to head down as well. Got to get a buy signal here on gold. A 2-point candle upwards. UltraBond, like it was to curl down. There's the short signal in the bonds. NASDAQ playing with me back above its SMA line. So it's indecisive right now. Buy signal again on the NASDAQ. So it came down, my entry, it came down 19 points. If I'd been running a 20-point stop, I would have been still in that trade and back in the profit. I'm just not sure I want to start running 20-point stops, but I might configure something for that. A couple micros. Crude oil. Short signal. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. It's been a quieter morning here on the stream. Only 12 views on the YouTube. Not sure where everyone's at this morning. Maybe everyone's frozen. "15 minutes from the bell." Or 14 minutes from the bell. Absolutely, that's right. And back down. So we really are kind of indecisive now on the indices. Up, down, up, down. Don't often see these, 3 signals within like 10 minutes on the indices. Copper's meandered above its SMA line. Gold with another move up here. Everything's kind of rangy right now. UltraBond's last few signals have been bad. Obviously, Nasdaq's gold kind of sideways. So looking like it wants to head up. Copper sideways. S&P and Russell doing the same thing as Nasdaq. Crude oil, that would have been a bad signal, but I wouldn't have taken, downward trending. Yes. Trying to give us a buy signal here. Big move up. 2 points. Nasdaq all of a sudden taking off. So, I mean, this signal was right. It just had this huge pullback. UltraBond also giving us a buy. But we are 7 minutes to the bell. 7.5. So we wait. Pull back on Nasdaq now. Again, not really showing that this wants to go, go, go. UltraBond pulled back again. $5 to the bell. Oh, big move down there on the Nasdaq. Uh, Not big per se, but just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 8 points. Yeah, bigger move down, 16 points. Wow. So 5 minutes to the bell, 4 minutes to the bell. We get this big move down here on the indices. Everything's red on this candle. Copper, treasuries, Nasdaq, gold, crude, ES, Russell, even natural gas. So everything's red on this candle, on this 1 minute candle. Gonna mute here for a minute while we watch this red. I'm gonna try and eat a little bit here before the open. Up here on Nasdaq. 40 points, just that quick. $90 to the bell. Let's see what it does at the bell. 15 seconds. There's the bell. Red on the NQ, green on the ES so far. Nope, there's the green. Up 14 points on the NASDAQ, 2 points on the S&P. Indices all popping up. 30 points up now, NASDAQ, almost 40 now. 43, 45. 50. 5 points on the ES. Back. See what other things are doing. Crude's still going down. Oh, look at those wicks on Russell. NASDAQ still heading upwards. Copper pulled back right away. Gold trying to head up as well. We're up 40 points on the NASDAQ since the open, but on the S&P we're only up 2. Well, now 3. $60 points on the NASDAQ. Meanwhile, the ES is still struggling around 3 points. Bit of a pullback there on NASDAQ. Gold, this would have been a good move here to take on gold. It's gone up 4 points. NASDAQ's continuing to head up. NASDAQ would have also been a good trade to take, obviously, as it's now up 80 points. Wow. So big move up here on the NASDAQ. 85 points since the open. Excuse me. Now 100 points in the and still going. Wow. So I was right. How about that? I said it was gonna go up, and I was right. Not that it helped me. Just butted up against the high of the day. Bouncing off that high of the day. So that's the resistance area now. Not anymore. Just burst through that. Wow. So it has unleashed 140 points now. Excuse me for 1 second. Still going up. You know, this is one of those times I could have jumped in at any time, but yet you never know when it's going to reverse because eventually, it's not going to keep going up. At least I don't think. But this is just we're up about 150 points now in 8 minutes. Hell, it started off. It went down to 15,672. It is now up to 15,835. Hit a high of 843. So yeah, we're up like 70. Math is hard, people. 28, 128, 160. Yeah, about 170. About 170 points off the very low of that first candle off the open. That's $3,500 in less than 10 minutes. ES also making new daily highs. It's gone up a total of 20 points. Let's see what everything else is doing now. Crude sent us a buy signal. Russell, of course, is going up. Gold's kind of leveled out. Nasdaq's pulling back here. Copper made a nice move up as well. So I should have grabbed these buy signals when they fired a few minutes after the open. That would have been good. Got to get better at reacting to the open and not just commentating. slowing down a bit here. Market catching its breath. Treasury's heading downward. Crude stalled. Everything's kind of stalled now. So after that 10-minute burst, we see things are taking a breath. Gold pushing back up. Gold is rebounding nicely. It hit a low of 85 earlier, 1785, all the way back up to 1794 now. Copper also making a nice move up. And Nasdaq's now trying to gain momentum, continue heading up. So we're kind of sideways-ish right now. After that sprint, the market's tired. Gentlemen, did you take any trades? Or did we all just sit and watch it all? UltraBond bouncing back up. UltraBond come bouncing back to me. I don't know. I'm crazy. Big move down on crude. 24 tick candle. Big move down here on the indices all of a sudden again. Well, actually, I say indices, but we have moved. We're having seen red coming down on the S&P and the Russell, but not on the Nasdaq really yet. I just came very close to sneezing in all of your ears. Luckily, I got it muted quick. So we're getting short signals here on the ES. Nasdaq, we're sideways. That's interesting. Kind of a little bit of a divergence in what we normally see. And we're seeing the short signal here on be easy for me to say. Crude oil. Crude's kind of sideways. Hello, Texmar. They're Bollinger Bands. 2 standard deviation and 3 standard deviation. I have played with VWAP bands. They might even be on a chart or two somewhere here yet, but so far I've stuck with the Bollingers. So S&P did come down here nicely. Broke the SMA. Been a nice entry I didn't take. Nasdaq, well, there's the Nasdaq move as well. Don't know if I really like the looks of that, even in if the other indices are doing it, but you have these uptrending bands, the uptrending SMA line. So no, I don't really like the looks of it. I should have liked the looks of it because it's already down. Wow, Yeah. Ah, that's frustrating. Okay, so that next candle went down 23 points. You know, you just don't realize how fast things are moving. But, you know, NASDAQ has already shedded almost 100 points since its high. And it doesn't even look like it when you look at the chart. So it came up like 170 points and has already shedded 100. And all of that in 20 minutes. Now we're popping back up again. Yep, that's a 43 point candle popping back up. This is where things get a little rough. Copper with a short signal. So it looks like the Nasdaq wants to definitely curl back down. If it gets back below this level here of 93-ish, or wait, yeah, I'm sorry, wait, sorry, 46-ish, which it's just about there, I might jump in. Gold also sending a short signal here. Gold or Nasdaq, which one do I want? Oh, well, Nasdaq's really going. Nasdaq popping back up. Probably should have went with gold. Had the NASDAQ chart already. Okay, I just took a chance on going short on NASDAQ. And that's working out. It might take out my trailing real quick. Maybe not. There we go. I'm gonna continue to go down. Sell off that market. There we go. Continuing. There we go. We just hit profit target on 2. Still going on 2. With a 10-point trailing stop. Continuing to move down. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Okay, came back to my trailing stop. We're out of that trade. Let's go look at the numbers. As I find the numbers. We're now up $300 on the day, so that was a $189 win. See, we entered it. Trade lasted a little over 2 minutes total. We entered at right around 15,739 and a half. And we got out 2 at 14 and 2 at 17. So 25, about 23 and 25 points total. And we're up $300. That's an excellent, excellent, excellent day right now. This is like, it's kind of hanging there, so it was a good trade. Gold, I was right not to get into that gold trade, so I took the right trade this time. Ooh, big move up on gold there. Big wick up there on the Nasdaq, came all the way up to 49 and then whipped back down right away. That was a harsh move there. That was a weird move. So opened at 18, 718, went up to 749, so up 31 points, and then finished at 83. And gold made a similar weird move up. I guess it was something to do with the. Oh wait, that's right. There was news that came out at 9 o'clock. I even mentioned that earlier. What was that news? Let's look. 9 o'clock my time, 10 a.m. Your Eastern time. Uh, non-manufacturing and factory orders and business activity. So something with that news caused that little bit of a whipsaw there. Bonds didn't like it at all. Russell, you can see in the ES is coming down as well. Those are all nice moves. Wow, that quick. I didn't realize how quickly the ES was falling as well. It hit a high of 47.12 and it's down to 46.74. So about 37 points on the ES. Russell hit a high of 22.15. It's down to 21.85, so 30 points down. Crude oil sideways. Gas is sideways. Nasdaq does continue to come down. At some point, I want to get to the point where I just stay in a trade until it sends me the opposite signal or it gives me an absolute, or use an SMA line or the ATR line to get me out. Because this would have, I got in at, what was it? Yeah, I got in at 739. And now this is down to 659. So 80 points. This has been 80 points since my entry. So that would have been, very nice to continue to go. But I just don't want to give too much back and while I'm trying to, get this eval done. Yep, still going down. Now a bit 100 points since my entry. So the ultimate goal, once I'm funded and have a cushion, will be to enter on two regular sized contracts. Let one hit profit target, the other go back to just sit, either a very wide trailing or just sit at break even and then manage the trade. So when for something like this, I could catch the $2,000 drop. Big move up on the bonds. Bonds have been choppy though. Well, although this one, well, eh. These signals would have worked, but they would have also stopped me out based on my only 3 tick stop loss. Copper, this signal would have been good. Russell's continue, everything's coming down. So, I was wrong about the direction for the day. I mean, I was initially right, but I mean, here, that's kind of amazing. Look at this. Since open, just 36 minutes ago, we basically went the entire range. We're back at daily lows after hitting new daily highs. We've dropped. We hit 850, and we're down to 623. So we've dropped 225 points in 25 minutes. And ES did the same thing. I'm sure the Russell did the same thing. Yep, I didn't even adjust the Russ. Actually, Russ hasn't come down to its daily low yet, but still. And the Dow, I don't follow the Dow for whatever reason, but Dow's pretty much doing the same thing. So we're continuing the sell-off that we've seen start 2 days ago, exasperated by yesterday's FOMC meeting minutes. Question is, how low can we go? We are bouncing here on the NASDAQ, back up 13 points. But definitely an interesting way to start the year here with losing almost 1,000 points on the NASDAQ. I guess it's 900. I shouldn't say almost 1,000. It's not almost 1,000 yet, but could see that by the end of the day if we don't bounce. Sure. UltraBond short signal. Y'all are so quiet today. Okay. Nasdaq's continuing now to try and come back down. $150 is this short signal. That said, that short signal probably would have stopped me out when this 43 point green candle came up. 771 up to 793. Been close. But where's our next resistance on NQ? Let's go look. Did I draw it out? Yeah, I did draw it out earlier. Never mind. 580 is the next support area from way back sometime in December. It's Tesla doing. For this bleed out to be happening, Tesla has to be heading down. Oh yeah. Wow. Tesla down about $60 a share. And oh, I don't see what BTC's doing. Oh, BTC's down to 42,600. I wrap up the stream in the next 30 minutes or so. I do have a Walmart order coming at top of the hour, so need to be off by then. But see if we can find one more good trade. Gold's kind of sideways. UltraBond is would give me an ulcer right now. Copper came down nicely off that short signal there. A little bit of a pop up here on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq coming up to the SMA line. These candles, they look small, but this is over 50 points in movement in the last 3 minutes. ES actually sending us a buy, and the NQ sending us a buy signal. I don't know if I trust it. We are having doubt. We do have downtrending bands, downtrending SMA line. Uh, what do you think? Should I take it? Should I not? I'm not going to. But this is a strong move up. Russell's not making the same move. ES has made the same move. It's a big candle in the ES. These are 6-point candles. He does pull back on this next candle. Let's see if it continues. Green now. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, I should have grabbed it. It's already up 10 points. Oh, yeah, I definitely should have grabbed it. But if I had gotten in, say here, okay, this after this came back down, this is when it started curling down. This is where I got in earlier. And if I got in at 39. Where was that? That was here, I think. Anyway, so if I could have followed this all the way down and then gotten out after seeing 3 green candles or even here, and I would have got, from 39 down to 700. What would have been good trades. Better trade. I should have definitely followed that. That's up 30 points, 36 points. So, that was a missed opportunity. Yep. So that's up 50 points off that buy signal and straight up. So I probably wouldn't even like nail my trailing stop. So that was a missed opportunity. It's just, I mean, it goes against my trading plan really to, you know, the downward trending everything. Now it's uptrending. I almost want to get in here, but here's where it might end up bouncing off the bands and then heading back down before going back up. So I'll follow my trading plan. Yep, see, here's that maybe bounce off the band. This obviously would have worked very well, the last short signal on crude. Yep, there's that bounce. Came down 30 points, 31 points. Now let's see whether it curls back up or if it stays sideways. You see the incredible moves on NQ. I said about the bouncing off this band, and it's exactly what it did, and it bounced by 50 points. Less than 2 minutes, $1,000 bounce. Here's the bounce back up. Let's see if it gets it back above that level before from earlier. This is 4 minutes earlier at 7:36. If it does, this might be a buy. Looks like I might want to try and trend up. Oh, now pulling back to the SMA. Everything's straight, horizontal, parallel. A whole bunch of adjectives. Consolidation. Waiting to see if this curls on NASDAQ. See, like the market's taking another breath. Gold came up here, pulled back. It's also trying to kind of curl up as well. ES. Crude is sideways. ES is trying to move that same way the NASDAQ seems to be. Russell's above its SMA. Looking for one more good trade. Let's see if we can get it. NASDAQ trying to get ahead of steam here. Yeah, there you go. Yep. We're going to go into the NASDAQ trade here. NASDAQ's been good to me today. Oh, wow. Come on. Let's see if it continues. Ooh, pulled all the way back. It went up like real fast and then pulled all the way back. Looking for 771. My stop's already moved up to above break even. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow. It's cashed out too. No, it didn't cash out too. Now it's cashed out too. Trailing stop. Trailing stop still trailing. Still moving on up. This is looking nice. Looking nice. Okay, we just stopped out. On the trailing, that was another wonderful trade. Absolutely wonderful trade. Uh, counts. Oh, wow. That was a $209 profit. We're up $509 now today. That was excellent. We got in at 15,746 and out at 771 and 74. So 24, 25 points and 27 points. But now up $509 on the day. That's an excellent day. Excellent day right there. We're still going up again, but I'm happy with that. And I'm also, I'm happy with the fact that I watched this, curve down and around and decided to get in here. I wish I had gotten in a little earlier, but once it started heading up, grabbed it and went. Is there anybody even still out there listening to me? Vincent, you doing anything? Gold sending us a buy signal here. Looking like it might want to go as well. Shall we go for another one? We'll watch this chart here. Pulling back now, so we'll wait. NG. Uh, there's gold again, trying again. There's its signal. Struggling a bit though. Pulling back now, so we'll wait. Yep, pretty harsh pullback, so looks like no gold for now. As that continuing to head up. This makes the day even more amazing. There's so much money to be made today. Look at this. Just look at this 5-minute chart on the NASDAQ. Up 170, down to like 200 and, what did I say? Went from 850 down to 598. So 250 points. And now we're back up 200 points. So this is, 77,000, 6,000, 6,000. Playing these moves just would be amazing if you could catch them all somehow. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon. And just a half an hour ago, we were at daily lows, and now we're back to within 50 points of daily high. Copper sending me a buy signal here. Been a while. Pretty sure I have a copper chart up. Where's my copper chart? I don't have a copper chart. Interesting. Copper pulls back right away. And coming back up. Ooh. I'm going to miss the entry on copper. Because, there, that's what I wanted. We're going to try going in on copper, see if copper will give me a win or not. I'm a little late to the party. My chart wasn't set up right. Pull back 3 ticks. Ah. Gold giving me a buy signal now as well. Copper up 3 ticks. I'm not going to take my chance of going for two at once. I was thinking about it, but let's concentrate on copper. We're up 4 ticks. Right at its 200 EMA line. Oh, pull back to pull back. Right at break even. My stop is 8 ticks, so that's $100. We're up 2 ticks. Hey, Muffin Hands, how you doing? Up 3 ticks. Oh, there we go. Up 5 ticks. Up, pulling back again. Ah. Hello, Ecom. How you doing? Cool. Good luck. This trade that I'm in here will be my last trade of the day here on stream. As soon as we close it out, we'll end it. It looks like I might be ending on a losing note here, but let's see. We're down 1 tick. Looking like I might want to continue to go down, but I'm not sure. Oh, maybe not. Popping back up. Nice little pop up. It's struggling right around that EMA line, and I might close it next time it pops up. Back to break even. Back down 2 ticks. Yep, it's coming down now. Every time I say that, it pops back up a little bit. Yep. Up here, it's coming down to stop me out. what? Okay, Coke. Me and Copper are still fighting. Took $100 loss there. So that finishes the day for me at $396.50. It's a good day. Should have took the $50 profit on Copper while it gave me the chance, and I thought it was going to continue back up, and it didn't. So that's where we'll wrap up. And now I've never traded Forex. GS futures for now. Don't have any money to put in a Forex account. So anyway, that's where I'm going to call it for the day. Very profitable day. Just shy of $400. Was $500 until I let Copper decide to take it away from me. But I won't complain about 400 bucks. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. I'll be back here again tomorrow morning at 7:30 Eastern for what's hopefully another profitable day. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.